Cohort 10, Week 25, English for Vocational Purposes 2, Day 2, Unit 1 and Unit 2 review. During this lesson, we are going to review the vocabulary, the grammar, and the structure, and reading and listening of Unit 1 and Unit 2. As we always do, we start our lesson with a safety message, a safety talk. This week's safety talk is about slip hazards. Causes of slips in the workplace. Recognizing and addressing the hazards that cause slips incidents should be a focus in the workplace. Slips happen when there is too little friction or traction between the footwear and the walking surface. Common causes and contributing factors of slips are wet or oily surface, spills, poor weather conditions, poor lighting conditions, loose, unanchored rugs or mats, flooring or other walking surfaces that don't have the same degree of traction in all areas. Vocabulary. The first item of vocabulary is blueprint drawings. Blueprint drawings are drawings with white lines and blue background, as you see. So they are always used for designing a first design of a product like a house or a machine. The second word here, what are they doing? They are installing. Install is to fix something new to an older place. So they are fixing or installing a new pipe here. What can you see in the pictures? Here you can see some technicians. What sort of technicians? They are working on pipes, electricity, and services that we need before we build a city. This is called instrumentation technician. Instrumentation technicians are technicians who install new devices and new services. As you see here, there are some technicians who maintain. Maintenance and support. To maintain something is to fix something. Maintain is to fix or repair a problem. Here, as you can see, the man is holding something in his hand. This is called a monitoring device. A monitoring device is used to measure, to monitor something like pressure, maybe temperature, or other factors that we need to measure in the workplace. So this is called a monitoring device. Here we have a design and a symbol of a product. To assemble is to design something in a smaller size. Assemble. Here they are building. These are fabricators. To fabricate is to build or to create something. Fabricate. Here, this is a metal, and by heating, it fuses. So to fuse is to melt a piece of metal using intense heat. After you melt, it becomes liquid by intense heat, as we said, very high. Intense heat, it means very high heat. This is an oil rig. Oil rigs are always there in the sea or in the water. Oil rig. And this is underwater. As you see, this is underwater structure. And an oil rig is on an underwater structure. The structure which is under the water. Here we need a permit to work. To do any job, you need a permit to work. So you are allowed to do something. When you have a permit or a work permit, it means that you are allowed to do a job, a certain job. 5 trades related to NCTC. They are pipe fitters, people who fix pipes like this, electricians or electrical trades, instrumentation technicians, welders or welding trade, safety officers who work in safety. These are the trades that are in NCTC. Of course, there are other trades in the construction field, but they are not in NCTC. These are the 5 trades that we have in NCTC. What is his job? He is a carpenter. This is one of the trades that we don't have in NCTC. Carpenter. What's his job? He is installing an electrical device. Here he is a technician. So install is to fix something new in an old place. What are they doing to the roof? They are covering the roof. They are roofers. This is a new or another trade that we don't have at NCTC. Roofers, people who work on the roof of the building. Roofers. Okay. Architects. Architects are people who design buildings. They design new buildings. Architects. Take care. This is CAP. Architects. Repair. Fix. To repair, maintain, fix. All of them are correct. Here, the man on the right is fixing or repairing a phone. The man on the left is repairing or fixing a watch. Repair or watch. What are they doing? They are painting the wall. They are painters. Painters. Okay, what is he doing? He is fixing a car. He is a mechanic. Mechanic. Okay, this one is a forklift driver. A forklift driver. This is a forklift. He is driving a forklift. To lift is to carry something from or to pick something from down to up. That's it. This what he's doing now. He's using the forklift to carry some equipment or some oil, as you see, some oil vessels. Now he is an inspector. He is inspecting. To inspect is to check. He is a building inspector and he is filling in a building inspection report. What is he doing? He is laying some bricks here, so he is a bricklayer. Some people call him a builder, okay? But exactly, the exact word is a brick layer. He is laying some bricks. He is a carpenter, as we said before. He is a plumber. This B is silent. Plumber, plumber. He is relevant to pipe fitting, but he is specific to fixing kitchen and bathroom devices. What is he? What is his job? He is a crane operator. Take care. This is a crane operator. Don't say a crane driver. No, we say forklift driver, but we say a crane operator. An operator is a person who makes a machine work. So he makes the crane work. He is called a crane operator. Okay, what are they doing now? Look at them. Can you see signals? Yes, he is a signal man. Signal man. He is giving signals. Stop, go up, turn right, turn left. He is a signal man. What are they doing now? They are glaziering. The glazing some glasses. Some glass. You see the glass, the windows. So they are glazing the glass to make it clean and clear and look shiny. He is a glazier. Glazier. Okay, what about this picture? This is an emergency, an accident, emergency, something that happens and you have to take care of. All right, here are some recommendations. If I want you to recommend a book for me to read, you say that this book is very good, read it. I wanted to watch a film and you say, I recommend this film for you. This is the meaning of recommend. It's equal to advice. Advise someone to do something. Recommend. We usually recommend hotels, restaurants, books, or shopping centers, or films, things that we wanted to do, and we ask other people for advice about the best thing. Recommend. Now look at the pictures here. What do you think? Are they okay? No, there are some injuries. What's the nature of this injury? The nature of this hazard? It's a fire hazard. It's a fire, a burn. It's a burn. This is the nature of the injury. What's the nature of this injury? It's a slip, maybe a back injury. What's the nature of this hazard? It's an electrical shock. What's the nature of this injury? It's a cut. The nature of. Now, sunny, rainy, windy, cloudy, snowy, stormy, hot and cold, all of these are relevant to weather. Weather tells you about how it's outside. Is it sunny? Is it windy? Is it rainy? Of course, in summer, it's always sunny and hot in Saudi Arabia. And in sometimes in winter, it's rainy or it's cold. If a work-related accident occurs again, happens again and again and again, we call this reoccurrence. It means repetition of the same accident. This accident happens again and again and again. And when there is a high reoccurrence of an accident, it means there is a problem and we have to fix it. Reoccurrence. Again, we said this is an emergency, a medical emergency. These are some instructions that prevent the injury or the hazard. Preventive. To prevent, it means to stop something from happening. If you want to prevent an accident, it means that you take care and you have the PPEs that you need so that it doesn't happen. This is the meaning of the word preventive. As you see, this is like a story. I am telling you about something that happened. I am describing. So if I want you to describe your day, you say I get up early, I go to work, I come back. This is to describe. Can you describe Ahmed? Ahmed is tall, Ahmed is fat, Ahmed is black. So describe it to tell information about something or someone. Here are some precautions or some regulations, rules that you have to follow. Regulations. So these are the procedures, the rules that you have to follow inside. Is this okay? Is this correct to do this? To use the phone and to drink coffee while driving or to walk on the road? Of course, no, this is recklessness. Recklessness, it means that you are not careful enough. Carelessness. This driver is a reckless driver. Reckless is an adjective. Recklessness is the noun. As you see, they are sleeping. They are very tired. They are exhausted. Exhausted, or this is the noun, exhaustion. Exhausted is the verb. Exhaustion is the noun. Very, very tired. The state of being so tired is exhaustion. These are some tools or some things that we use in emergency medical case. If we wanted to save someone, if we want to apply something quickly, this is called the first aid kit. First aid kit. You can see adhesive, tape, gloves, bandage, gauze roll and pads, instant cold pack, elastic bandage, emergency blanket, thermometer, safety pins, triangle bandage, antiseptic wipes, scissors, tweezers. All of these are things that we use to give the first aid to a person. And they are put in the bag. This bag is called first aid kit. As you see here, what's this? What can you see here? What can you see here? They are different injuries and people are trying to help. People are trying to help. This is called the treatment. To help an injured person is to treat this person. Treatment. Treatment. Okay. Now we can see a celebration here, another celebration. This is a party. This is maybe a graduation. Everything that we celebrate is called an event. An event. Like the Saudi National Day, we always have an event and people go and celebrate and you can see some fireworks and you can listen to some music and so on. This is an event. But can you see in the pictures here? You can see fire extinguishers. Extinguisher. Extinguish is to stop fire. Extinguisher, it means something that stops fire. Fire extinguisher. Okay. Here, someone is trying to find the problem, trying to find what happened, trying to find the secrets about something. He is investigating. Investigation, it means that you are trying to find the secret behind an accident. Accident investigation. As you see, people are trying to see what's outside. We are looking at something. Witness. To witness is to see something. You can witness an accident, you can see an accident, and you can tell about what happened in this accident. Witness, witness. This is a burn, of course, you know. This is the location of a place, location of your house, location, the place, location. What's this? This is a fire alarm. When you see a fire at workplace, you just click on the fire alarm, or sometimes fire detectors or smoke detectors. They turn on the fire alarm. Fire alarm. The private sector is everything owned by other people, not by the government. Owned by people like McDonald's, Apple, Nike. All of these are examples of private sector. Al-Baik restaurants, for example, it doesn't belong to the Saudi government. No, it belongs to someone. So this is a private sector. You can see private sector in schools and restaurants and hotels, hospitals. Okay, what can you see here? You can see a place where people live. This is called a residential. A residential is a site where people live. A place where people live. A residential. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. This is like a stage or a step. So the first thing that you do is to design, then you prepare the infrastructure, you build, and you finish. These are the four phases of any building phase. Okay. As you see, this car is going up. This is called property value. Value, it means the money that something deserves. Okay. This is a proposal. Proposal, it means that you are asking to do something. You are offering your services. Proposal. We have a cleaning proposal. So this company cleans and it's asking to clean the place and to get some money. This is construction project proposal. So someone is proposing a construction project. It means that he is offering his help or his service for this project. Here, people are helping a person. We are encouraging. Encourage. To encourage someone is to help him do something. As you see, this is a very big city, economic city, economic city like Jubail, for example. There are many companies and many factories. It's an economic city. It makes money. Economic cities. Okay, we've studied this phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Usually there is the design phase. After that, we have the construction phase. After that, we have the operational phase. Design phase, blueprint only. Construction phase, building. Operational phase is building and bringing people to the place where you are building. Infrastructure. They are things that you need to live in any cities, like roads, airports, ports, railways, emergency, utilities, education, healthcare, and social. All of these are called infrastructure. Intend to intend is to plan for something. I intended to go to Japan. It means that I wanted to go to Japan. I plan to go to Japan. Remember that after intend we have to, and after to we have the infinitive. He is trying to show something hidden. Reveal. Reveal is to show something hidden. Reveal something is to show something hidden. This is a construction of a hospital. This is a construction of a factory. This is a construction of an apartment block. This is a construction of a highway. This is a construction of highway. You know, of course, the word highway. Highway, it means a road between two cities, which is very fast. This is the meaning of highway. Now let's practice some activities. What time is it now? Very good. It's 8:30. 8:30. What time is it now? It's a quarter to 4. Very good. Excellent. Now let's move to grammar. The grammar for this week is about present simple and present continuous. There is a difference between present simple and present continuous. Can you give me some examples of present simple? I study at NCTC. Very good. I study at NCTC. Let me show you something. I will share a screen with you now. The present simple. This is a slideshow about present simple. For I, we use the base form. You, the base form. He or she or it, we have to add S. We, you, they, we don't add S. So we only add S with he or she or it. And these are words that express a habit. Here, the words here, every day, once a week, at home. These are words that express habits. When I do this action, it happens every day. So it is repeated every day. The same action happens. Remember that if the verb finishes with Y and there is a consonant before the Y, you have to change it into IES. Cry, cries. Try, tries. Spy, spies. Fly, flies. If the verb ends with O, SH, CH, X, S or SS, you don't add S only, you add ES. Goes, washes, watches with ES. Okay, let's move to the next slide. This is a fact. I live in Poland. I live in England. I live in Saudi Arabia. This is a fact. A habit or a routine also. They swim every day. They swim every day. So this is a habit or a routine. He goes to school. They eat a lot. She surfs the internet. Okay. This is affirmative. Now we move to negative. In negative, we use don't or doesn't. Don't with I, you, we, they, doesn't with he or she or it. So he doesn't read. He doesn't read. Remember that we don't add s to the verb. You don't say he doesn't read. No, this is wrong. We say he doesn't read without s. She doesn't read. They don't read. This is a negative sentence. She doesn't love him. This is a negative sentence. Okay, all of these are negative sentences. Now, let's look at some activities here. Dave not live in Madrid. I want to make it complete this sentence. So I can say Dave doesn't. You have to use doesn't. Why doesn't? Because Dave is like he. Dave is like he. So I use doesn't here. Doesn't what? Doesn't lives or doesn't live? Doesn't live. Very good. After doesn't, we don't add s to the verb. Doesn't live. Why is it negative? Because there is the word not here. Sue. Sue, I want to say Sue studies, but there is a Y at the end. And before the Y, there is a D. This is a consonant. So I have to change it into IES. Studies at school. Right? I will share the link with you. You can find it in the presentation and you can go to the site and practice this activity. Now let's go back to the presentation. Another point that we have to review is the present continuous. The present simple and the present continuous and how to differentiate them. Because there is a difference between present simple and the present continuous. The present continuous refers to something that's happening now. That's happening now. So I say, I study at NCTC. This is present simple. But today I am not studying. This is present continuous. Today I am not studying. I am not studying today or at the moment. I am sleeping. At the moment, I am playing football. You see, this boy is playing now. You can see him now in the picture. He is playing football. With I, use am or apostrophe m. You, we, they use are or apostrophe re. He or she or it use it, is or apostrophe s. And don't forget to add ing to the verb here. So we have ing added to the end of the verb play. I am playing. You are playing. He is playing. If you say I am play, this is wrong. You have to add ing. Adding ing to the verb after verb to be, after am or is or are. Okay, let's move on. If you want to make a question, you start with is or am or are. Is he playing football at the moment? No, he isn't playing football. He is running. So this is a question. Start with verb to be. If you use no, you have to make a negative statement. No, he isn't playing football. No, he isn't playing football. Let's see another example of this tense. Of course, this is the question. You use am as well in the beginning. And here is how to form or add ing to verbs that end with ie. You have to change them into y. So die, D-I-E, when you write dying, you write D-Y-I-N-G. Any verb that ends in E, when you add ing, you have to remove the E. Any verb that has consonant, vowel, consonant at the end, you have to duplicate the final consonant. So hopping with double P, traveling with double L. Okay. Back to the presentation. We have also quantifiers. Quantifiers are words that tell us about the quantity. You say, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of homework. Friends, homework, these are countable and uncountable nouns. So we use a lot of with countable or uncountable. But many, we use it with countable or uncountable. Many is only used with countable nouns. So you say, I have many friends. Okay. Much is used with uncountable nouns. Okay, so a lot of and lots of is equal to many and much. You can use them with countable or uncountable. I don't have much time. You say, I don't have much time. I don't have a lot of time. That's okay. But you cannot say, I don't have many time because many is used with countable nouns only. Okay. No, none is used with both countable and uncountable. The opposite of a lot of, many, and much is little or a few. A few is used with countable nouns. So you say, I have a few friends, maybe one or two. I have little time, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes. This is with uncountable nouns. Some is in the middle between a lot of and little or few. Something in the middle. I have some friends means not one, not two, maybe seven, but not 15 here in the middle. Some. I have some sugar, enough to make some tea. Okay, so some is in the middle, not much, not a little or a few. So what can you see here? You can see many trainees. You can see many chairs. You can see many pins. You can see many books. You can see a few cars. A few cars. You can see a few chairs, only three. All of these are countable nouns. That's why we use many and a few with them. With uncountable, like money, like water, light, heat, space, milk, we don't use many or a few, we use much or a little. So he has got much money. He has got much water. The sun has much heat in it. There is much space in the classroom. We don't have much milk. Much milk. A little. We have a little milk. We have a little milk. So we use a little when it's not much. The opposite of much is a little. Okay. Some words we can use other words before them to, especially uncountable nouns, to divide them. So for example, this is cement. Cement is uncountable. Cement is uncountable. But if we want to count cement, we can say 3 bags of cement. The same thing is about personal equipment, for example. So if you wanted to speak about personal equipment, you speak about masks, you say it's a plural. Helmets, goggles, safety shoes, all of these are countable, but personal equipment is an uncountable noun. We use is after them. Face masks, this is plural. Nails, this is a plural noun. The same here, vests, or the vests are black. The spanners are strong, made of metal. Fabric, this is uncountable. Fabric is. But if you wanted to count fabric, you say, I use the 3 meters of fabric. Rice, the rice is. I buy 3 bags of rice every month. 3 bags of rice. So the word bags is countable. The word meters is uncountable. It's countable, not uncountable. But the word fabric is uncountable, and the word rice is uncountable. Now let's move on. Here, the pipe fitters are removing. Listen, it refers to something that's happening now. So that's present continuous. Listen, the pipe fitters are removing the old pipes. Happening now, you have to use present continuous. Safety gloves can prevent cutting. After prevent, you have to use the verb plus ing. The safety officers always, this is present simple. So what's the verb that is in the present simple? Writing, write, writes, or wrote. It's write, wrote, right. So which one here? Write or writes with S? Oh, safety officers, plural. So we don't add S. We say write. Okay. Which sentence is correct? The mechanic checking the crane tomorrow. The mechanic check the crane tomorrow. The mechanic checks the train tomorrow, or the mechanic is checking the crane tomorrow. Of course, we have to use is and add ing to the verb. So it is the mechanic is checking. We sometimes, this is present simple. We have the word present simple here. Sometimes, we sometimes space job skills at the workshop. So learn is learning, or learn, or learn. Okay, we, this is plural. So we don't add s. We use learn. What next weekend? What are you do? What you doing? What you are doing, or what are you doing? Remember that we said in the question we use am or is or are before the subject and add ing to the verb. Ali is at his office tomorrow, so you have to use present continuous. Ali is meet or is meeting. Okay, verb to be, but after verb to be, you have to use ing, is meeting. The plumbers new about fitters next Monday. So you have to use present continuous. Plumbers, it has S, so you have to use are, not is, or installing. Ali and I, again, this is plural. This is plural, not singular. Ali and I, we have to use are fixing. Okay, now that's the end of the presentation. Thank you so much. I hope that you have enjoyed it, and see you in a new presentation later, inshallah. Thanks a lot.